All right, so let's begin the show. A few weeks after deepfake videos of Rashmika Mandanna and Katrina Kaif came up, actress Alia Bhatt is in the news on deepfake videos as one of hers has actually hit the internet. The alleged video shows Alia's face morphed into the face of a skimpily clad woman who is seen making various gestures while looking at the camera. Now, the issue of deepfakes has once again brought up the privacy and security concerns for millions of social media users. AI-based voice fakes too have been reported, due to which a lot of people have actually fallen prey to financial frauds. So let's decode this deepfake connection with your financial portfolio, with your finances. With me today, I have Rahul Tyagi, co-founder Safe Security. Rahul, good evening and welcome to the show. So again, deepfakes are in news. Earlier, when you were on the show, we've discussed about how AI-based hacks or cyber scams are happening. So let's get down to deepfakes and let's understand what are these videos like and how are they made so easily. Earlier, when we used to interact, I remember telling me that there are people who are sort of good at doing these kind of gimmicks, but the kind of videos of deepfake that we are seeing right now, it's as if anyone can make a deepfake video.
Absolutely, Kavita, and this is a very serious concern, and especially for the people who are kind of page three people. It can be a big politician, it can be a film star, it can be a cricketer, or anyone who's having a great public appearances, rather on social media, on YouTube, or who's wheresoever, and there it is. Now, the challenge usually what we are facing is as the Gen AI is becoming more and more adaptable towards the general audience, there are so many applications which are coming up for the general users to use. But again, when you launch something, there are good part of that and there are bad parts of that also. So what they are doing now, they are using those, leveraging those technologies to come up with, especially for these page three people. And recently, I've seen Narendra Modi's video was getting viral, where his audio was being translated into a song and so on and so forth. So my concern right now is especially 80% I'm worried about the people who are very popular rather than an individual who is not that popular on social media and who is not having that much level of presence on the internet. They are pretty much saved from this attack. As a common man, I must say, if you're not using that much social media, you are quite okay to be saved from this attack. But if you are a little bit popular person, having number of photos on your social media, having number of talks on the YouTube, or having certain videos of yours, you're giving some talks here and there. If a criminal can accumulate each and everything, more data they have, more realistic video they will be able to come up with and play some pranks like this.
All right. So, although we've seen all these deepfake videos coming out of from celebrities, but then I also want to understand how financial crimes or online financial crimes are connected with deepfake. Earlier we've seen a lot of AI-based cyber scams happening, where a lot of people have lost money. A lot of specialized people in the tech sector have lost money. Whom we think are really well aware with the kind of changes that comes in this sector. But then deepfake related financial crimes or financial scams, is it possible?
That's absolutely possible, and it's very, very dangerous now. I'll give you one case study of 1.5 months back. There is a hospital, and in the hospital there are the CEO of it's a private hospital. The CEO of the hospital called the fine they call certainly the finance team, the finance head of that hospital got a call from the CEO of the hospital, or a video call on WhatsApp, but from a different number, that can you please transfer some money to this account. And being a accountant, knowing the person, voice was okay, his video was quite okay because it was a short of 10 to 15-second call. And when you're getting a call from a very senior boss of yours, being an accountant in a small company or an hospital or any other company, you hardly ask for certain question that is it you, because previously if you are an audio call you will ask him, okay, who you are, so and so forth, but it's a video call where your real looks like your real CEO is there. And then once the communication happened, the money was transferred, and when the money was transferred, after a couple of days, the CEO came to know that someone impersonated his and he's a quite a popular celebrity. So because there are a lot of data of his images and so on and so forth, the video call was made through certain application and call was made to an organization. Now, this is a similar case we can relate to many organizations where there are 10,000 people in the organization. And if a person who's a very senior designated person call anyone on a video call, it's very, very unlikely that the individual who is receiving this call will ask certain question. And in that case, they can commit a financial crime. They can exfiltrate certain confidential data from the company, or maybe they can ask certain things to share with someone which is not supposed to be shared, or maybe post, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's definitely possible.
How do we know that this is a deep fake video?
Well, there are many ways to do that. Usually, these deepfake calls are very, very short in time. I'll give an example. Like there is a call which is made in US. There is a call made to a grandfather that, "Hello, grandpa, I am arrested by these cops. Can you please help me? If you don't give this $10,000, they will arrest me, put in the jail. I'm sending you the details on your phone." And he cutted the call. Now, any video call which creates an urgency, and any video call which creates an urgency, like for example in our company, we have told our finance team, if you get a video call from my side, there is a safe code word which I need to tell you, even it is emergency or anything. Unless and until I will not give that safe code to you, do not believe on the video also. Now, as of now, this trick is working very well, because whenever in this something will happen, and this can similar with your family also. If they will get an audio call or video call from me and asking for an urgency action, usually these actions are in very, very urgency. Either they will say, I'm getting arrested, I'm having this, I'm in this trouble, I need some money. And sometimes they ask you, I need Amazon vouchers. Now that doesn't make sense. If you're in an emergency, you're asking for Amazon vouchers, right? So there's little bit information which is passed down to my family, passed down to our company, and especially for the people who carry the sensitive information, mostly with the HRs, finance team, and my people who would usually code. So whenever they ask me, if they get something from me on a video call or an audio call, where I'm telling them to do something which is unusual, which I never told them to do that, they need to ask for that safe code word. And if I do that, then only do that. Technically, right now, there are very less options to detect these videos, because once you do a video call, you do not have that video to analyze later. So in case you're getting a call, if it is automatically recorded, that's a different case. If it is like team, like here, or a Zoom, but in a WhatsApp video call or some other video call, usually you will see that video is little bit blur, the quality is blur, but from a normal person, it's very, very difficult to detect that. But if you have a video on a Zoom or which is being recorded with you, there are so many websites like deepware.ai, sensity.ai, deepfakedetector.ai. These websites which are basically used to upload, which you can upload a video and it will tell you from the corners and from the quality of the video and from the eyes of that individual used in the video, that whether this video is genuine or fake.
One very concerning point over here is a lot of these videos have made senior citizen victim. Okay, so how do you help them understand, analyze, or figure out it's a deep fake video? Like even in an example, you mentioned a grandfather getting a
Yeah.
call. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's awareness, I must say. And usually I have my grandparents, if I, the only thing which I will tell them is just make sure to remember that code word, because there is no, unfortunately, right now, there is no straight answer to that, Kavita, because the complexity of a video, when a normal person will get a video call, they have never heard about that this could be possible. That the biggest challenge is that. And second, even they know about it, the mindset when they are receiving a call, they may be at a dinner table, maybe at a party, maybe at a function, when they get a call, because the affection and the love towards their family members, the alarm that this can be wrong, that doesn't trigger very well. And in that case, now we have seen a lot of cases where people are watching the video again, and then they are saying that yes, when they were talking to us, they have six fingers, or their eyes are going into a different direction, or the person is not having one ear. But at that time, because that's an urgency they have created within that time of period, these people are very professional, right? So once they said, I am in direction, please send me the money, the only answer for that is, can you tell me the code word which we have spoken about? And that's where you get caught, because the individual do not know about that.
So it's not only with videos, right, Rahul? There have been voice cloning also, due to which financial frauds are happening. The AI-based voice cloning frauds.
Yeah. So voice cloning, again, I think they are mostly used again with respect to the family members, and the financial sector is the senior member calling to certain individuals. For example, in certain companies, they know that there is a meeting happening with respect to a purchase order which is need to be sent by an individual. Nowadays criminals are hacking into an organization and they know that there is a payment which is needs to be done by for this company. What they will do is they change the invoice and then they will call. Previously they used to call from a different number, but nowadays you can fake the numbers also. You can have the similar number and calling the individual, your voice is similar, the number is similar, and then the person call, I'm sending another mail, can you please change the PO details from this bank account to this bank account. So there are certain website which definitely can be used. The awareness piece for any individual is that if you are not that popular person, do not leave the sample of your voice. Now, for example, if we are talking right now and this is going to be recorded and put it on Twitter or all the social media website, my voice is going there. Now, anyone can use this sample of voice and create any deep fake out of it. Now, similar manner, if an individual is getting a call from any unknown number where they do not know about it or they're asking for certain questions, try to stay away from those calls where you will not be leaving a voice sample. And do not send voice samples, your voice samples or voice text to individuals, because that becomes very easy for them to pick up from the voice samples and create an AI fake audio out of it and then play a story around that from your family members and all.
So now I want to understand, once you file a complaint against this particular fraud that happened with you, what's the turnaround time? What all is there in DPDP Act, or there's nothing as such specifically mentioned for AI-based crimes?
So specifically, I think it covers under the generic cyber fraud division. But I think recently our IT minister has done a great job. They have polled all the Meta and Google and other companies for an AI meeting. And I think in that meeting, they have already discussed about the misinformation spreading from AI, and that includes deepfakes for sure. And I think what these companies going to do in the future also, once they will be able to, like today, if you upload any video and if there is a firework or a gun, if you have said gun or there is some gun violence showing on, there is a kind of a signature of that video. In the future, when you are, then there is a celebrity video and the source who is uploading that video, that is not being authenticated or verified from there. Like Twitter is verified. Nowadays, Twitter is being verified, right? And if you see these fake videos or face things are getting sourced, uploaded from unauthenticated sources. So the creating a deepfake video will be easier as we go forward. But when you upload that and catching that so that nobody will do that again, that will become very, very strict. And usually right now, if someone upload that video, government only try to trace the source of that, the creator who creates that. And people who think that they will not be caught if they make a video and upload that. Nowadays, it's very easy by the government to really trace down back to those videos through the metadata, and then they know that from where these videos generated. And I'm not saying that it's 100% success, but I think 70% they will be able to catch those people who will be creating it and doing this misbehavior.
All right, I think that will be all for this discussion today. Thank you so much, Rahul, for being on the show and helping our viewers with this. Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal, and there are a plethora of funds available in the market to invest your hard-earned money in. But how do you assess which is the right fund for your portfolio? What are the criteria that one should look at to help you navigate through this maze? Today, I have with me Shweta Jain from Investography. Also, do not forget to send us your portfolio queries on our WhatsApp number, which is 865-797-4571. You can also email us your queries on themoneyshow@etnow.tv. Hi, Shweta. Good evening. Welcome to The Money Show. And let's begin, Shweta. First question is from Suresh, and Suresh writes to us saying that he started investing in Quant, Axis and DSP small cap from last month, and he wants to know if these three small cap funds are good enough to stay invested or continue investing. We don't have the details, in terms of other investments in mutual funds apart from these three. So I think his concern is majorly being invested in small cap and these three funds of small caps.
Hi, Kavita. Thanks for having me on the show. So, Suresh, it's great that you've started investing, but all of them are small cap, and I think that's not really a great idea, especially when you're starting off, because small cap will see more volatility. You will see more ups and downs in the value of your portfolio. So that may actually deter you from further investing. So I would recommend that you either add on or stop investing in one of these. I know it's been just a month, but stop investing in at least one of these, if not more. Start off with building a more core portfolio of large cap funds, something like a DSP Nifty 50 instead of, say, a DSP small cap would be a good idea. It will give you a good solid background and lesser volatility in terms of long-term investing. You will be more calmer as an investor, and as you go along, of course, you can keep adding on small cap, so that will give you extra returns, because I think that's what you're looking for when you're looking at investments, right? So make sure that you first have a solid background, and then you look for higher returns.
All right, we move on. Shweta, we'll take Indra Kumar's question, and he sent us his portfolio, wherein he's invested in Bandhan Nifty 50 Index, ICICI Pro Nifty Small Cap Index, Navi Nifty Mid Cap Index, Mira Asset Tax Saver, PGIM India Flexi Cap, Mira Asset EV and ETFs Fund, Mirai Global AI and Tech ETF, and he also would like to know if the allocation is good enough for his future, and he wants to know if he can stay invested in this portfolio or not. So heavily tilted towards passive strategies, and he's also got sector specific funds.
Yeah, absolutely, Kavita. I think he's quite somebody who's learning mutual funds and reading a lot about it. So passive funds are something that he's inclined to, which is good. But you don't forget that active funds have their charm too. In terms of sectoral and thematic funds, I'm not really a fan of these funds, because they can be quite highly volatile, and especially something like an AI, EV. These are really upcoming sectors, and really something that we don't know what will happen or when they'll really pay off. So I would recommend that when you're building your funds, when you're building a portfolio, have a good diversified portfolio, mid, large, small, have a good combination. Thematic could be maybe up to 5-7% of your portfolio, not more than that. You do have slightly higher exposure, what I can see. And while EV may be the future, and you do think that it'll pay off heavily, I think if there are good companies, even the regular funds will pick those up. So I don't think you need to do such actively sort of managing. I think you've taken on the role of a fund manager here. So unless you're going to do given more time to this portfolio, I think you should maybe add some more active funds and not thematic funds. That's just my 2 cents.
On to our last question on the show today, Vasanta Kumari, and very interesting question. She wants to understand if mutual funds give monthly pay dividends.
So mutual funds cannot give you regularly, as in guaranteed. They can give you regularly, but not guaranteed dividends, which is why we recommend something called a systematic withdrawal plan from debt or hybrid schemes. So if you need immediately the dividends from this, so if you need like a regular monthly income from this, you can maybe invest in debt funds, look at short-term and long-term, a combination of these, and then start an SWP, which is monthly. You will get an amount from your portfolio, which is similar to your SIP, where you put in the money, but this is an SWP where you take out that money. So systematic withdrawal plan may be a solution for you. If you do have time, say maybe 5 years down the line, you need that monthly income, you don't need it now, you can opt for hybrid schemes. You can look at a combination of, say, hybrid and debt. You could look at a balanced advantage or balanced fund and some a bit of debt. So this could give you a good mixture of growth and regular income.
All right, I think that will be all as far as queries are concerned. Thank you so much, Shweta, for being on the show and helping our viewers with their financial portfolio queries today. And in case you want to send us your mutual fund portfolio or anything related to your financial planning that you want to know from us, do send us your queries on our WhatsApp number, which is 8657974571. You can also email us your questions on themoneyshow@etnow.tv, the only place where we do your live financial planning. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.